I love it. The great place to get to on cannabis, and some people never in their whole life touch it, is the place where you say, my God, I've done too much. It's not easy, folks, but it's worth shooting for.
No. You were fine when you fucked it up the first time. All right, good. All right, you're out. You're out, and this broad's it. Get out the fuck out of here. We're trying out to see who's gonna co-host the show tonight. I don't know how this is gonna work. Give it up for the chick with the cat that gets fed weird things. All right, yes? Your name is?
What?
What's your name, hon?
Alexia.
Oh, fuck yeah, it's Alexia. Why would I answer any Craigslist ad unless it had that name on the bottom of it? Am I right? Are you left-handed or right-handed? It matters. I don't know.
I don't know. You guess. It's up to you.
I'm guessing you're a righty. I can tell a little bit by the way you sit. You're closed off to me right now, but I feel like you want to learn a little bit more about me, but you're put off a little bit. That scarf, I feel like you robbed a Persian guy. Like, I don't know what that... I'm into it. No, seriously.
You like it?
I've seen it at Motel 6. I know exactly what that curve is. I'm just saying. All right, well, that's a solid snort. I don't know who's doing that right. Who's doing that snort right now? Who is it? Is it you? Are you all right?
This girl. It's not me.
Dude, whatever's going on, you gotta breathe right for that. You might not make it through the night. Do you have sleep apnea? Do you want to put one of those machines, those masks on your head, and you can get the flow of oxygen in there, can knock those boogers out, and take your snort down a couple octaves? This is the greatest thing. I just need to stay alive. This is gonna be the greatest night we've ever fucking spent together.
I think she should go up here.
Fuck yeah, she should be up here. All right, you're out. All right, let's get the chick. Come on, you. Come on up, because you're incredible. Hi, how are you? I'm John.
Christy.
Hi, Christy. How you doing? Well, you have what we would call, a distinctive way to laugh. I mean, that's what's that like growing up with that? You just frowned your whole life. What did you do?
I didn't start snorting until I was 22. That's a bad story.
What? So you started snoring at 22?
I closed my head in the trunk of my car.
Anyone need a ride? I know I do. How do you do that? You got a hatchback, I'm guessing, right?
No. Regular car.
Yeah? You just stuck your head in?
Yeah.
Most people kill themselves in a different way, but you said, whatever, I gotta change a tire. This is the only way this thing's coming out. What do you do all day when you get to do this?
I'm a chef.
All right. Hell yes. What kind of food do you make? Were you laughing at it all day?
Italian.
Italian. Hear that? Where? She wants to do a commercial. Where can we find you during the day? I've now turned this into a talk show. Thank you so much. This is exactly... I was going to do a normal act, and now I just said... We're going to have guests down. No, you don't believe that. We have people that take care of this. On our budget? Come on! We park these people in off of airport. We're off of Airway Boulevard. What would you guys be doing if you weren't here? Huh? You'd be down at the donut place in the fish spot. Of course you'd be drinking Alexia from Craigslist with the best name ever. You righty. Anyways, look.
Every time I snort, it's like God calling me a dumbass.
I would say you need to ratchet up your faith a little bit. I think the fact that God's giving you the kind of life where you get to laugh like whatever the fuck's going on, I think things are going on like exactly how they're supposed to be going on. Don't judge the way you laugh. The way she laughs is beautiful. Can we agree? It's completely unique. What's wrong with our culture is that everybody's trying to be the same thing, and that's why none of us are happy. Just be you. You're already you at 100%. Just the fact that you showed up tonight made the show infinitely fucking better. I was just gonna talk to this broad about Cool Whip for like 15 minutes, and now I'm excited. We're gonna fix your snoring problem. You look like you work out. You do things that are athletic, right? Like you've never been kicked out of a 24-hour fitness for having a good time. it. Have you? No? I love it.
I can't stop.
You know what? I don't want to get gross here, but every time you laugh, I think that's how Nancy Grace comes. I think I'm not being in a weird way. I'm just saying.
Well, here we are, another episode of Cart Path Diem. In fact, episode number 4. I hate talking about what number the episode is until you get like a good number, because you're always looking around at other people's like, how's that fucking guy in the 400s? And you're like, oh, you do a podcast too? Yeah. Oh, really? What episode are you at? 420? Shit. All right, I'm on 4. Well, hey, Cart Path Diem, available only right now at charliehodshow.com. Coming soon to Tasty Podcasts. Of course, also coming out of the 4256 Productions Hall of Fame. Disrupt the Illusion with myself, Paul E. Hendricks, and Ray Combs Jr. Available, of course, at podaholics.com. Thank you to our Amazon sponsor and a new sponsor, Stamps.com, jumping on board as well. We're gonna have more guests hitting the show here, more sports. I'm gonna promise more sports. Guess who's probably not getting more sports? Why? You want me to talk about the Super Bowl? You mean you really break it down? I will. Let me tell you about the Super Bowl. There's a running joke right now. It's the Pot Bowl. The end. That's the narrative. We're running sports coverage 24 hours a day. We're running normal news coverage 24 hours a day. Commercial coverage about the commercials in the Super Bowl 24 hours a day. Will it be funny? Will it not be funny? Is someone going to double dip and cause a scene like they did last year? All right. Is there going to be enough Parrot Bay rum? All right. Is there going to be enough bottom shelf swill? So if anyone comes to your house that you weren't sure about them coming over, they're not at least going to drink you out of house and home. How many TVs do you have? Is it a wall of TVs? Do you have so many TVs because you're trying to impress people? Are you just watching it on an old school you bring out a black and white because every year you've watched it on the black and white. You've won. You've laid it all on the line. Lay it on the. So let me tell you who's going to win. I have no idea. I know it's the Seahawks and I know it's the Broncos. And I'm Peyton Manning. You gotta go with the guy. If you're going Peyton Manning versus the team that their uniforms look like it came out of a basketball league that uses trampolines. If that's Oregon State ruined. No, not Oregon. Whatever the team is that has 17 different uniforms, that's what the Seahawks remind me of. And I think I'm going Peyton Manning. I'm going to take age. I'm going to take a guy who's been there. He's gunning for, I believe, his second Super Bowl ring. And you know what? If he wins, he deserves it, because you have to have something to take away the attention from that enormous head. If you could put Elway's teeth instead of Peyton Manning's head, there would be no body that could keep that upright. The guy would just be laying face down for the rest of his life. Again, Cart Path Diem, available only at charliehodshow.com, or you can go to johntole.com for all my stuff. So many news stories going around. And why am I talking about the Super Bowl? I don't even have plans. Dina said, well, maybe my folks, I'll drop you over at my dad's. Don't get drunk. Don't get drunk. Don't get drunk at Dad's house will be exactly what will be told to me, knowing full well that anytime Dina's father and I get together, it is a laugh sensation. It's a booze fest, and then you add all of his buddies from the neighborhood. You add snacks to that mix, and next thing we're doing half shots of anything that anybody will put in front of us, and then we'll probably close it down late night. It'll be a Sunday. I'll probably just be doing radio show prep, just putting together my little schematics on what stories I may bring. Maybe there's going to be a new story about some tragic weather-related event because this country can't put on a fucking coat and deal with what's going on. I gingerly walked down 20 steps yesterday. Of course, I had to leave this. I had a lot to do. And it was slick outside. It was absolutely, I felt like I was in I could have been a member of the Donner Party. That's how bad, that's how cold it was. And it wasn't even, I'm just bullshitting you. All right, look. Dean was like, go buy some salt from the store. Like we're going to throw Morton's down on the stairs, and that's going to keep people from breaking their necks. So I'm gingerly allowing myself down. Like you ever watch an old guy, walk down? I looked exactly like an old guy walking down. I was an old guy walking down steps, looking like an older guy walking down steps, gingerly placing each foot with careful. This could be your last one. One false slip, you're spending the rest of the spring in one of those hip casts. Hey, you're listening to the Hipcast. We're talking about all things hip hop. So I make it down the steps, and I get to my car, and because I went on air with B-Do from KLBJ. Check the blog at klbjfm.com/B-Do. I was there doing his show before the show podcast, and also on air with him and. Well, that was just the beginning of the day. But to get there, I had to brave through the people of Austin just unable to deal with the cold. And if you would have cracked open social media at 6, 7 in the morning, if you would have been unfortunate enough to have been awake at 6, 7 in the morning to see the drivel people were posting. Oh, here's a picture of all the accidents. Oh, here's this. I was sleeping because I was still bruised from last weekend's festivities where we went out to Texas paintball and I was murdered by friends. That's exactly, you know what paintball is? Paintball is the god. No one's looking out for you because you switch up teams. The one guy who was guarding you the game before, he's one armband away from double tapping you into the back of the domicile, and now you're laying face down like John Elway's teeth jammed into Peyton Manning's head. Callback! Look, we went out to Texas paintball and txpb.com. If you ever want to go out, and have an experience, and maybe you're great at paintball. Maybe that's it. Maybe you've played it. Maybe you're an ex-Marine. You've seen some shit. Now you want to keep your you want to keep your skills fresh, so you're heading on down. We're talking 40 acres of amazing land, all right? They have refs that will take care of the game for you, show you how to play, keep everybody in line. We went out there with a huge group. Dave from the Ruka and Dave show was out there. Sir Robert Luke was out there, and who else? I mean, the last 4 days have literally just flown by in a giant. What the hell is going on in your life right now? Because I went from getting shot by Beto to now being on air 4 days later, and it's just, well, what are you gonna do? I'm watching these welts slowly go away. These welts are slowly going away. Anyways, freezing out yesterday. How do you get the ice off your car? What's your go-to? My go-to, I had a gift card that I had received from Old Navy, but there was nothing from Old Navy I needed to buy, so the gift card was just in my wallet, just what are you going to do? It was just it's just in there. It was, well, I might need pants. I only own one pair of jeans. How many pairs of jeans do you need? I only have one fucking body. I need one pair of jeans, and when they look embarrassing, I'll buy a new pair. Otherwise, what do you get, a stack of jeans? Like people are going to be impressed when they come over to your house. They're like, oh, you have options, and the same thing. No one cares, all right? I'd rather take the money and invest it into a gold and beautiful microphone. Now I sound like Rush Limbaugh. Here at the 4256 production studio, I ended up scraping the knife. I ended up using a pocket knife to get the ice off my car, and as I was like hitting it, I was like, oh, this is how fucking dumb YouTube videos happen. This is how people smash their windows out doing something dumb. I could have went inside. I could have found an ice scraper. I'm sure between the two of us, one of us own. Well, I don't, so I'm sure she has one. All right, and so now I got my knife out, and I don't have gloves on, and now I got the cold hand going. 7 minutes later, I was at a Starbucks. I guess that's the lesson: is that sometimes life hands you some obstacles. Sometimes it's a bad marriage. Sometimes it's an illness. Sometimes it's job loss. Last night, the universe gave me ice. and I turned it into lemonade, and it ended up at the Starbucks. And you get a hot, and then I said, well, I'm gingerly going to take the back roads because I got to make it to the radio. I can't be late. And the traffic was fine. All of the scare bullshit from the media, from the social media. I guess this is the media, so I'm just yelling about it too. I'm just adding another. Here's another corn to the top of this shit pile. Anyways, Carpath Diem, available at 4256 Productions. Available at charliehotshow.com, also at johntoll.com. I guess it's time to start this freaking show. Oh, it's Cart Path Diem. Are you locked in? Are you ready for the news only as we collectively see it? Are you excited? Look around your cubicle. Good things are happening. You just got to start right this second. Get the fuck out of your job. Go live your dreams. Live on a vacation. It's possible. Let's go. Sitting here internetless. Sans internet, as they would say in French class. Oh, j'étais. Comment ça va? Yeah, I don't know, guy. How was your weekend? I used to say as I would go into my advanced French class there at Chabot Junior College. I gotta finally send this letter back and say, yes, I will be part of the Alumni Association. How come I can't pay online? I will find, now I gotta go get a checkbook. I gotta go to a bank to get a checkbook to write one check out of it to send to my Alumni Association so I can get a hat. And I'll wear the hat. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna wear that hat. Of course. The Gladiator. He's back. Sitting here, no internet. I have, me. I'm a guy. I'm going to sit on a news service. I'm going to see what's the latest update. What's the latest tragedy? Is it weather? Is it football? Is it the Grammys? Is it something? What's in the current? What part of the current sky is currently falling on the people we are currently marketing to? How do we get into their minds so they keep freaking out about what's going on? I'll tell you what I'm freaking about. No internet. I'm home. Dina is bent over, not in the good way, in the apartment, is working on the route. I don't know. We have a router. And we have a modem. All right, and then the wire comes out of the thing into the box. The box goes into the thing with the antenna. That thing shoots it to all of our devices, and you know you have it because that rippling thing. Like if you threw a rock in the water and it rippled away, like if that little snow cone is lit up on your deal, then you have wireless. And then I was like, well, look, we have the deal on the thing. And then she's like, no, that's because the thing with the horn on it is sending the signal and you're seeing it, but there's no internet. And I just tried to use it, and she was right. And that's why she was. So now I got to wait. Now I got to sit here. I have to sit here in the studio and wait for this jamoke to come over. I don't even know that he's a jamoke. I have no idea. I'm guessing if your job is to fix, not that fixing cable. Look, I need this thing fixed. I need this thing ASAP because I have to deal with tragedy on my phone. I have to deal with now I'm using my data plan against. I just signed up for the new. I lost my fucking unlimited. I had unlimited. Oh, not like the CEO of Sprint, and he said, "Well, when we said unlimited, we didn't mean come on unlimited. What are you guys fucking morons? We run a fucking corporation here. If we tell you it's unlimited, trust me, there are limits, all right? When you're on your 95th porno video, there, guy living in his house by himself in his mother's basement, jacking it all day because you're too busy jacking it to either take a shower and put on some clothes and go get a job or a girlfriend. Yeah, your 95th video, because you've watched them all. Yeah, we're going to slow down your fucking coverage, all right? It's well within our fucking rights that I didn't start this fucking conglomerate so you could sit at home and waste your life away pounding it using our fucking bandwidth, sir. Now get back in line. Blabbermouth.net, and I'm always going to go, if I'm going to get my metal knowledge, if I'm going to get punk knowledge, if some skeezy punk singer is acting weird towards his fans, you're going to find out about it. Blabbermouth.net. Swiss man dies after stage diving at a Suicidal Tendencies concert. Well, I've done some stage diving in my day, all right? I've jumped off stages high and low, all right? I've cracked eyes open. I've cracked elbows open. I've sprained ankles. It's part, you know what you're getting into. When you get on that stage, no one just shows up and goes, oh, I didn't know what punk rock was, and the next thing I knew I was a paraplegic. That just doesn't happen, all right? You make choices that get yourself into an event. A young hardcore / metal music fan has died after sustaining injuries during a stage dive that went wrong at a Persistence Tour concert in Switzerland last week. So Persistence Tour, of course, Suicidal is out on the road. They're on the road with Terror. Oh, how fucking good is Terror? We just saw them. In fact, we just saw Suicidal, and Terror came through Austin here at Mohawk, and what a throwback. It was so good to see everybody again. And we had free, and then we got in for free, and then not only that, we knew everybody once we got there. So, all right, Persistence Tour 2014, ST, Terror, Strife. Oh, now Strife's back in the mix. Well, all right, get out your headbands and your windbreakers. This thing is going to be real. Evergreen Terrace, I want to say Florida. I'm saying metalcore. I don't remember. Ramallah. Yeah, fucking Ramallah. You know, in my mind, let me reset this. Let me reset this tour. Ramallah's headlining, okay? And then we have Suicidal Tendencies direct support for Ramallah, Terror, and then Terror. Well, see, then they have to do a co-headlining support of Ramallah. In fact, Ramallah should just tour by themselves, so I could just have another show to go to. But that's the Persistence Tour for 2014, and unfortunately, a kid, according to the Solothurner Zeitung paper, I'm not. You know what? If that's the name of the newspaper, I'm not fucking reading it. I'm not. That thing hits my porch, however you say porch in Portuguese. Don't let me fucking do it. According to the newspaper, a 28-year-old Solothurn man... Okay, so that must be the city. The Solothurn man dove off the stage into an audience during the January 22nd show, which was headlined by Suicidal Tendencies, featured additional performances by, of course, the aforementioned. Unfortunately, crowd members failed to properly catch him, and he fell to the ground. Head of the security, or head of the venue, said where the event took place. That happens. You know what? Sometimes people see your fat ass fucking coming off that stage and they're like, oh, fuck, come on. Really? I got to go to work tomorrow. I'm not here to catch your fucking fat ass flying at me in the air. Look a JLJ stage dive punch there on YouTube and show it to your friends. Anyways, JohnTole.com. He's back. You know, you got to feel, look, these are guys who have committed their whole lives to punk rock. These are guys who have committed their whole lives to metal, to hardcore, because it's an amazing genre. It's some of the best times in my life were spent in basements, in sketchy ass places, watching shows, being involved in some of the most insane, just sitting back and writing about it that I have been, and going back and really detailing what the fuck crazy things we got ourselves into. And now to have guys that are still doing it, friends of mine that are still doing it, and they're in their 40s, and they're still fucking bringing it. Psycho Mike's got to be in his 50s by now. He's either late 40s or early 50s. Suicidal Tendencies fucking killed it. Terror killed it when they were here in Austin. And so now it sucks for them, because you don't want you don't want your band linked to a tragedy. But you know what? In your stage dive, think about it. If I leave the house right now, I got to go through these icy steps. I got to de-ice my car. Now I got to find parking at the venue. All right. Hopefully I'm on the list. I'm walking in. I hear a song I like, and I say, fuck yeah, I'm going to fuck this shit up. I'm going off the stage. No one's catching my fat fucking ass, and I'm in a halo brace. And that just happens. I knew that when I walked down these steps, it wasn't going to work out. At first, it looked like a harmless incident. A security guard responded immediately and helped the young man, and our emergency unit reacted as well. The 28-year-old was seen walking around shortly after the fall, and he reportedly washed his hands and expressed a desire to go home. You know what? I've done some things at a hardcore show, but when you whack yourself pretty good, you're like, you know what? I got to wash these hands. Fucking, there's beer now and sweat. Gross. I don't know what it smell like. Boy, that guy must really fucking took one. Hey, guys, can you get out of my way? Does anybody have any hand soap? I need lava? I feel like I'm going out here. What a way to go. Well, that's a crazy way to go, if you think about it. Hey, he died doing what he loved. Think about that, all right? Now, think about that. Hopefully nothing comes from this. Hopefully, there's nobody out there money grubbing, all right? Nobody fucking ambulance chasers who want their money. All right, they told him he should immediately seek hospital care, and that's what you tell a guy. Apparently, that's when complications occurred. The 28-year-old man had an epileptic seizure and died the next day at a hospital. This is a huge concern for us, and it said Kaufmal, when he has been in contact with the family of the deceased concert goer. The whole thing is, quote, very tragic. A spokeswoman for state police confirmed the tragic incident took place and said that authorities had not learned what had happened until Thursday. It was an accident. The prosecutor's office has launched an investigation into the incident, as is common for deaths under special circumstances. And yes, dying at a hardcore show is a special circumstance. And, but look, let's be fucking real for a second. For those of us who go to shows, you know what the fuck you're getting into, all right? So you just use your head. I guess that's if you had one lesson, use your head, all right? Lamb of God frontman Randy Blythe was found not guilty. Fuck yeah, he was found not guilty. Last year in connection with the death of a fan in the Czech Republic 4 years ago. And I watched that fucking video, and it's a kid. He stage dives, and he stage dives, and he stage dives. And because fucking Randy gave him the wave by as the kid went, all of a sudden he's on the potential hook for that. That's what kind of bullshit can arise from a situation like this. Fortunately, justice prevails in this. Justice prevailed on stage diving at the wrong time. Unfortunately, that was just a different kind of... There's a universal justice, just like there's a street justice, and some say the street justice becomes universal. And maybe that's it. Maybe in the end, it was his time to go, and he fucking went out, and he went to ST, and he stage dove, and things didn't work out. He washed his hands of it, and he went home. He went to go get help, and he died in the hospital. Crazy way, but maybe that's why he came back to this planet. I don't know how you feel about reincarnation. What's up for reincarnation from Erie? Anyways, look, I don't know what you're into, all right? I know that I'm into news. I'm into rock news. And Motley Crue has just signed a fucking legally, did they sign it in blood? Was Gene Simmons there drawing blood? Okay, so they can make a comic book out of this legal document saying that Motley Crue is on their farewell tour. 2 years of touring, and when it's all said and done, they are going to amicably split and go their own ways. Mick Mars will continue his career as a bodybuilder. Tommy Lee will continue to try to overcome, you know how fucking good he was in the 80s with his spinning fucking drum set, and he was in there like it was a World War II fighter jet. You know how fucking awesome that was to see? And Vince Neil, despite the facelifts and sometimes the eerie, weird high pitch. And I'm a guy who sings high pitch. I shouldn't be talking shit. But you know what? He had his heyday too. I guess in the end, I'm a Nikki Sixx fan. I've always been a Nikki Sixx fan. And because I'm a huge Nikki Sixx fan, then I'm a huge Motley Crue fan. And good for them. Going out on a high note, a 2-year long. So check MotleyCrue.com for those dates. Let's see what else we got.
Benicia detectives say the trouble began on November 21st at a party involving several teachers from Matthew Turner Elementary. It was a potluck.
Oh, I love a fucking story where somebody decides that bringing fucking pot to a party, unbeknownst to anyone else, who says, you know what these people need? An idea they had no idea they were about to have. I'm going to show up to the hey, I'm bringing pot to the potluck. Oh. Really? So now some news guy has to sit there and go, come on, dude, that's the obvious joke. And I'm like, yeah, but the people at home want the obvious joke. We're just regional news. Look, if we were any good, we'd be national, but we're not. Look, what are you going to do? All right, look, let's get off this. No, I'm not getting off this. Here's the thing, all right? Why the fuck, if you smoke weed, you just don't give it to fucking people? Are you a fucking moron? Are you trying to get everyone kicked out of the fucking Weed Hall of Fame because you don't know how to fucking act as a human being? Or was somebody in your house so mad that you were going to this teacher potluck event and they were like, you know what? I never liked you and I never liked any of those cunty teachers, and just sprinkled your fucking pasta dish. And the next thing you know, you're fucking up on 3 charges.
After the party, several of the 20 people there began feeling ill, seriously ill.
One of the partygoers was rushed to the hospital with severe reactions.
I've never been so. I've been fucking high enough where I changed the clothes that I was wearing because I thought I was gonna die, and if someone was gonna come find my body, that I wanted to be dressed in something nicer. All right, I'll admit I've done that, but I've never fucking called 911. Maybe that's the thing. Like, if you don't, like, if you've never, if this is all completely foreign to you, and the next thing you're dropped in this world of self-discovery. But I guess a person just going, oh my God, all of a sudden I love everything around me and I'm hungry. Call the cops.
She was hospitalized. The very next
I was a woman. That's why, you fucking broad.
morning, another party goer was taken to the hospital because she continued to feel like she was under the influence of something. She wasn't sure exactly what it was.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup, JohnTole.com. Now, the best part of waking up after a night of fucking uncontrolled debauchery is the point of waking up going, holy shit, I get to do that again? Are you kidding me? Oh, I better eat a salad. I'm on a new thing now where Dina says I have to. We were at the Austin facial here. Take it all the way fucking back. All right. Dina and I go to the tamale house on Sunday. All right. Yeah, we go to the tamale house on Sunday. Okay. We do that. And phenomenal meal. We eat with our buddy Alex there from the Austin Facial Hair Club. Then we go to the meeting. They're discussing the next huge beer competition here in Austin at the Mohawk on February 22nd. My co-host from Disrupt the Illusion, Paul Hendricks, is going to be participating in the contest. He was doing the 6-month sprint, and I gave him a new tin of Beard Balm. If you can find them online at Beard Balm. Those dudes came down from Detroit to the Austin Facial Hair Club meeting and hooked us up with product. Anyway, so that was Sunday, all right? Then I got to go, and Dina makes me walk 4 miles because after our raging paintball fest, my car was left over in front of Beto's house. I got to go get it. She makes me hoof it the 4 miles. So now, it was like half workout, half punishment. And isn't that really what a workout is? You're punishing yourself. And because you make it physically harder on yourself, then you have more energy to do the things that you want to do. That's the point. That's why we're eating salads now. But boy, imagine you fucking party it up so hard. You're going to the teacher potluck. The next thing you know, bammer, you're laying on your bed. You're just contemplating the universe. You wake up the next morning. You're like, is this still fucking happening? Maybe this lady's weed was so good, it broke these fucking human beings. And maybe it broke them for the fucking better. And maybe for every person that bitched out and called the cops or went to the hospital, 7 other people had a fucking great time.
Hospital blood tests confirmed the presence of THC, the active ingredient in marijuana.
Thanks, fucking science.
And it wasn't just the holiday partygoers who ate the allegedly laced food.
Well, you can never contain a poisoning. I've never poisoned anybody, but I guess, talk dirty to me. But look, here's the thing. If you're bringing weed to a you're not guaranteed that you're bringing it into this confined space. It's going to be consumed in the confined space, and everyone's going to have a chill. Maybe she just was like, oh, I just wish one time we could loosen up, and this potluck dinner will turn into the Oprah book club I've always wanted it to be. If just Judy over in special ed could make eye contact with me, if she could just treat me better on the playground, if we could just see each other in a different way, I think weed could help. I think we could help this party out.
One of the attendees took some of the food home, and their 15-year-old juvenile ingested this.
Who doesn't love a leftover? Oh, the fucking leftover. The leftover in my house, the leftovers are not coming home. No way. I know if people start offering me leftovers, all right, then the next thing I know, I got a $35 Pyrex dish you're never getting back. All right. That is absolutely a thing that is going to happen. All right. I'm not going to, I'll wash it. I'll wash it, and I'm going to put it underneath the one that the one that Dina owns, and then we'll just have 2. That's why I know for a fact, I don't need the food. I've already went to your Super Bowl party. I've already went to your pot bowl. Now we're bringing it all the way back. Now we're high. You can't give me, now I'm high, I have the munchies, and you're offering me all sorts of leftovers? Well, fuck yeah, you're taking your leftovers home to the party, not even with the idea that a young and a 15-year-old, boy, you think that was that kid's first time? He lives in fucking California, all right? And isn't it great that in a society where all of a sudden weed is legal and decriminalized, and not only that, it's happening in Denver, who's going to have it's going to be the home of this year's Super Bowl champion, all right? And what they're going to do is they're going to take the Lombardi trophy and they're going to pull out Elway's teeth and jam it in there, and he's going to actually look better, all right? It's going to be like some kind of football-related grill. So what are we really talking about? What's really the big story here? Weed is legal in Denver. Denver's football team's going to win the Super Bowl. All eyes on Denver. Well, you got to have a story that says we got to balance it out. It's not all just, everyone's fucking namasteing to each other and hanging out and being a good person. It's really not about that, all right? Now, you got to balance it because these old people at home who actually do the voting, they're the ones who are going to love this story. They're going to say, you see what these fucking hippies are doing? All right, they can't even, these teachers, these hippies have invaded our education system, and that's why our kids are dumb, because they're getting each other high at their own potlucks.
Food and became ill.
That's when a police investigation began, and the person who brought the allegedly laced dish was identified as 47-year-old Teresa Badger, an elementary school teacher.
Oh, you get that phone call. Hey, hon, there's somebody on the phone for you? Something about what you did last night at the party and now your life's going to change in a weird way, allegedly?
Witnesses told Benicia detectives after the party, Badger admitted to them that she put pot in the dish. Badger's neighbors say the charges, 3 felony counts of poisoning, don't fit the woman and mother they know.
What I'm hearing.
Whoa, 3 fucking felony charges. You wake up. You scrape the ice off your car, you go do radio, you're hanging out with your buddies. Last night we went out to Punch and hung out with all the Warriors, Warrior Mark, Warrior Mike, everybody. Matt Bearden crushed. Oh my God, did he crush last night at Punch. Duncan Carson closed it out, was fucking awesome. Brian Garr, hysterical, dark, super dark, and he just owned it. Matthew Broussard came in, he did a tape. He did well. I'm going to be hanging out with him in L.A. and in February when I go out there. And Mac Blake, of course, crushing as well. So top to bottom, the lineup was awesome. We went out for Beto's celebration birthday, which started at Nomad, went to Cap City, back to Nomad, and then you end up at home. But what if at the end of on the way home something fucking terrible happens? Now you're 3 felonies deep because you sprinkled some oregano on some pesto. Come on, kid. Fuck. I mean, I hope she gets out of this. Or look, if she doesn't get out of this, she can take her ability to teach kindergartners and make prisoners smarter.
Hearing from you guys is totally out of character. Teresa is she's kind, she's a dedicated teacher.
Hey man, she's all these things, man. She's like, she picks up my mail when I'm not at home. One time my hacky sack went over her fence. She totally brought it back, dude. And she, and it was even quick, Sometimes, the hacky sack goes in the yard, you got to buy a new one, dude. Not her. She was always cool as fuck, bro. I can't say bro, I could say fuck, right?
She's someone who keeps to herself.
Oh, then she's guilty. Anytime someone just keeps to themselves, they're a fucking sociopath, all right? What have we learned about people who keep to themselves? They're always the neighbor of the guy on the news blabbing about what he thinks he's surprised you didn't do. Did any of that make sense? Is that English?
Badger was arrested Friday afternoon at her home when our cameras were there. Tonight, an upstairs light was on, but nobody answered. Oh,
well, you know what? Red Roof Inn, we leave the light on for you. RedRoofInn.com, one of our new sponsors. Actually, it's not. But how about since let's do some quick advertising. Let's get into the advertising. I need a bed so this doesn't sound like I'm just talking. Oh, close your eyes unless you're driving. And then pull over and close your eyes. Carpath Diem, of course, available. CharlieHodShow.com. JohnToll.com. The home of all things. Carpath Diem. Disrupt the Illusion. There's a merch page up right now. There's even a new podcast page up right now. Go check the blog, and we're happy to have on board. Of course, we already have the Amazon.com sponsor. So if you want to support the show, you click through our Amazon.com portal. It acts just like it acts when you use it. You're going to buy stuff. The portion of what you buy goes to support the show. Maybe you don't want to buy something, you just want to donate. There's a donation link there as well. And if you were there on the blog, you're seeing, of course, Stamps.com, welcoming Stamps.com to the Cart Path Diem, Disrupt the Illusion world. Click the link. Look, here's the thing. For those of you who run a business out of your home, for those of you who have stuff to send, all right, this is where Stamps.com comes in handy, because you don't have to go. You do the postage right there in your house. The guy comes and gets it. Bam. You're not going down icy steps to get in your car, to drive in traffic, to wait in line at the post office. You don't need to do that anymore. Stamps.com. 400,000 people are using this right now to manage their mailing needs. You can print USPS approved postage right from your PC. If you use the Stamps.com postage to send letters, packages, and even priority mail, Stamps.com virtually eliminates trips to the post office. Well, we said that. And if you sign up, you get an $80 offer that includes postage and a free digital scale. Shipping and handling fee required. Stamps.com, it offers a free 4-week no-risk trial for all new customers. So, folks, if you want to support the show, you want to support what we're doing here at 4256 in the Production Hall of Fame, you can donate, you can support our sponsors. But just keep listening, and if you're enjoying what you're hearing, then tell your buddies, all right? Say, hey, this guy's a lunatic. Nah, I don't know, just kidding. But pass it along. I guess that's in the end. I'm just happy that you're listening. Anyone has questions, life advice, you want to know what the best metal band in the history of metal is, shoot me an email. All available at johntole.com. Head on over there. We're going to all grow together as we turn in to the quickening. As our technology overcomes our manhood, and what Ray Kurzweil calls, I forget what he called it, whatever that thing is where we all go up together, when humanity and technology have to come together, in or we're going to turn into just molecules. And maybe we were this the whole time, and the point of all of this was that there was no point. Boy, the space thing just ended right when I was done with the plugs. Let's see what else is going on. Well, you think you don't want to do your laundry? Chinese pensioner suffers third-degree burns after static electricity from clothes he was putting on causes gas explosion felt 300 yards away. A Chinese man was badly burned, suffered a second third-degree burns to his face, neck, and hands. An explosion at his home in Jiangdu in eastern China. No, they said Jiangdu like it'd been there. And his nephew said it could be felt 300 meters away. The 78-year-old is being treated for injuries at the northern Jiangsu People's Hospital. Does the relatives say were partly caused during his attempts to put the fire out. The initial explosion burnt his face. Mr. Chung sustained further injuries to his hand as he desperately tried to stop the flames spreading. His nephew told the Global Times the power of the explosion was very strong. You could feel the blast from 300 yards away. 3 floors fell down and a glass in the window broke into pieces. Safety officials believe static electricity from Mr. Chung's clothes ignited fumes that had been leaking from a faulty pipe. Well, there you go. Lightning is an extreme example of static electricity caused by ice particles rubbing together in storm clouds. Oh, I should have had the fucking we're learning shit sound going. But even small amounts of static electricity, as the horrifying case of Mr. Chung shows, can be a life-threatening hazard. Could you imagine how impossible it must be to actually retire in China? This guy's 78 years old, and he doesn't have to fucking work, and he has a pension. It's got to be absolutely unheard of in the People's Republic. And now he's got these huge white boxing mitts on. They were nice enough to blur out his face, but who knows what he's got going on under there. Let's see what else is here. Oh, I love a story that's got the devil in it. Oh, please, who's getting, if I can avoid exercise by hearing about exorcisms, see what I did there. It's, CNN.com. did some might say quite a lengthy, almost a 4-minute story here about Reverend, or as he's Bob Larson has been around since the 80s, yelling about heavy metal. The devil's coming to get you through the speakers of your iPod. Just the sounds of Iron Maiden is enough to open up your heart and let the devil in. Is that really possible, or is this guy just jumping on the fear tactic? Now, look, I believe exorcisms are real, all right? Just like I believe I can get a steak, just like a hamburger from McDonald's is kind of related to it. So maybe this guy's version of exorcism is just loosely related to real exorcisms in the sense that it's based around the idea of the person releasing this chaotic energy inside of them. This guy, it's campy, and he's always been kind of a doucher. Look, everything that I've seen from this dude since I was a kid, he's always been this guy, and I think now, it's 2014. This is going to be the year of the devil. Like as you know, society, as the news ramps up, the more we watch society decay, because that's what we're being showed. Society is really doing fine. Okay, that's the lie. The lie is that bad things are happening. And so here's a guy who's saying, here's some people who came to me and I laid hands on them. I said, get the fuck out of it, or whatever you say, or whatever this guy says. Anyways, this is CNN.com.
Bob Larson is an evangelical Christian, a reverend, a man of God. He is also...
Say I go. No, don't say I stay. I go.
An exorcist.
Stay! Say we the people of God agree. We the people of God agree. Shut up!
Reverend Larson says this young man Esau is possessed with a demon. Another exorcism. Larson says Noella is also possessed by the devil. And he says her demons change her voice.
Go now. Go where? Go now. Go now! Nobody's kicking me out of this home.
Oh, you gotta oh, come on. That was a fucking woman breaking it down. She could have been singing for fucking Morbid Angel with that voice. And that's the thing. Do you buy it? Are you listening? Like, really think about like the way that sounds. Is that somebody putting that on, or is that something that's outside the realm of fucking humanly bodily possible? I don't know. I'm not there, but as I watch it, as I engage in I'm going. I see a campy dude putting on a play, and I see CNN showing me the version, and I'm weeding through the bullshit of it, trying to find the truth. Because maybe this guy fucking does show up and get in the grill of some people super conflicted, and maybe some are putting it on. Maybe he had to fake it till he made it. Maybe he's got this loyal legion, no pun intended, of people just pretending to be fucking locked down by the devil, and he lays hands on them and they get a 50 on the backside and they're shooting heroin. I have no idea that they're shooting heroin.
You may not believe in exorcism.
Say I Lucifer. Say I Lucifer. Say I Lucifer.
But the practice is prevalent.
Oh, don't you love a fucking demon that sounds like a snake? Come on, if you're fucking really, I mean, look. Hiss it up, all right? Look, when the devil fucking knocks on my front door, if he fucking hisses, I'm shutting it like a fucking Mormon on a Saturday.
Among many religions, including Bob Larson's evangelical Christianity.
In simple terms, an exorcism is the process of expelling an evil spirit from an individual who has become somehow invaded or demonized or possessed by that being, and sending it back to hell and freeing the person.
And now, in this day and age, exorcisms are done over Skype.
Hey guys, I got to Skype in. How do I get? Look, I can't fly. I can't fly my happy ass to Scottsdale, Arizona, for you to lay hands on me. I'm overseas. How do I get within in front of you so you can hold up a cross and do Domnus Omnis on me? And make me feel. You know what's interesting about this? This is no different than a person who would just have an odd idea about maybe being afraid of dying, or they had some chaotic thing happen in their life, and the energy is just pinging around their being like a ping pong ball, and they can't stop it. And the more they focus on it, the faster it gets. The more focused they're on that, it's getting faster, and it just freaks out until they go and talk to somebody. And they go, look, this is what's freaking me out. And they're like, yeah, we'll stop doing that. Okay. And people need to hear that they're doing this. These people's anxiety is manifesting themselves into either fake demon possession or fucking they're really possessed. Look, like I said, I'm on the fence. I would have to look into the fucking black eyes of the devil to tell you if they were there or not. And I've seen it, and it's fucking real. And watching this video, I'm not fucking sold. I'm not sold. I'm going to
reach out, cross the miles, and anoint you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
The Exorcist says this man, David, from Norway, is possessed by 4 demons.
Oh, fucking Norwegians. Norwegians do metal the best. They've always done metal the best. And so here's this, and fucking now this guy, wait, yeah, you got 1 demon? I got 4, motherfucker. I'm on Skype with this dude. All right, hold on. I got to put on a show real quick. When I'm done, we're going to go golfing. All right, I know. We're into that too. So is fucking King Diamond. All right. So now this guy's fucking over Skype. All right. And he looks scraggly. All right. He looks like if you were gonna have like an Andrew WK lookalike contest, like in a really really shitty town, like somewhere in like Arkansas, this guy would come in 5th. All right, like super scraggly, kind of a weirdo dude, almost kind of like a theater kid kind of vibe. I guess that's it. But you know what? He's smart enough to figure out how to use Skype and talk to, and actually had the money. He had the money to be able to Skype and talk to Reverend Bob Larson, because you know this guy's not doing it for fucking free. I should try to do that. I should fake a fucking, what if you faked a demon possession and call Bob Larson? Well, that'd be a fucking, hopefully there was a camera rolling when we pull that off. All right, that's a fucking, hey, what'd you do today? Wow, nothing, it didn't work out. Oh, maybe that's something we do. All right, look, if you want to be, look, I'll do the idea. I'll have the idea, but if someone wants to come over here to the 4256 production studio and fucking crank call this fucking guy on Skype and pretend to be fucking possessed. Let's get a possessed. I'm going to get one of these improv troops from fucking Cold Town, like 7 of them, to come in here, and then they're going to I'll put them up in front of the webcam, and they can fucking yes-and their way into demon possession, and then we'll see what this fucking guy does on the backside. Totally worth the investment. Come on. We'll put music to it. Be fucking nice. Those guys with the helmets who won Grammys come in and fucking lay a music bet on that. That music is of the devil. Electronic dance music is fucking terrible and is a computer rooting around in your brain, just depositing. I don't know what I'm just judgmental because it's not fucking classic rock. Well, what are you gonna do? Really, what are you gonna do? I know what I did yesterday. I configured Skype on my cell phone, so I'm no better. I put Skype on the new iPhone 5 because I had to tell my mother. My mom needs to Skype somebody. So that's, well, all right, well, now my mom needs to Skype somebody, and, well, can you tell me how Skype works? Can you walk me through the process? Well, I can't now because we don't have any internet in the apartment. I'm still waiting for this guy to show up, and hopefully he's coming, because I can't just keep staring at my phone all afternoon, and I got to teach my mother how to use Skype. Well, just call me as soon as your internet's taken care of, and we can make a test call, because I would like to see how this works. You know, really, I just need you to pull the Band-Aid off your webcam so we can see inside your apartment and make sure everything's okay. Actually, it's an actual fucking conversation.
One of the demons, says Bob Larson, is sarcastic and mocking.
Are you Bob the Builder?
It's not that funny. It's really not that funny.
I guess it's Bob the Builder.
You have mocked the servant of God.
Well, what are you going to do?
You will be struck with judgment.
Judgment.
For mocking the servant of God.
Ah, look, now you're fucked.
Another demon, says Larson, is named Leviathan.
Yeah.
Who is dangerous and mean.
Leviathan's taking a shit.
Take you down.
I will take you
down.
CharlieHotShow.com.
You're not taking me anywhere. You're the one who's going down.
We will tear you apart, bit by bit, and the dogs will eat your flesh.
I call the hounds of hell to come now.
Wait,
and
what?
Begin to eat your flesh.
What Why would the hounds of this guy's from hell? He already has that. His fucking own hellhound dog is going to turn around and bite it. He's already a demon, you fucking Skyping moron. You're going to send this guy's own hell dog after him. The fucking hell dog's down there because it's good at being a bad dog. So he's not going to go after the fucking guy who feeds him. Even the bad dog doesn't bite the bad head that feeds the bad dog. Put that on a fucking bumper sticker. Namaste, motherfucker. I think this is all fake. I think CNN did a great job. They pulled me in for fucking 4 minutes. What are we, 95 minutes into this recording already? I can't get off the subject. Is it real? Is it not? I guess, look, if you have an opinion one way or another, go to johntole.com and tell me. If you're listening to this, is this happening? Is this not happening? All right? In the end, if you know how to use Skype, send a message to me for that too, because I got to tell my mom how to use this thing so she can fucking call me.
To many, these exchanges could be seen as dramatic performances or conversations better suited between a psychiatrist and patient.
See, that's what I fucking said. These fucking guys.
Either way, it's hard not to be disturbed while watching.
Say, we break the curse.
We break the curse.
Say it, Leviathan.
We break the curse.
We will make the curse 10 times worse.
Oh, that fucking
Judgment
demon.
strikes you.
That demon is good at
Judgment
math.
strikes you.
Kill everyone.
Fuck yeah, you are, you demon.
It took over an hour, but the exorcist said he was successfully able to rid David of his demons.
Now you were.
For now.
God bless.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Before David says bye, we ask if we could have a few words with him.
Dave, you just spent some time with Mr. Bob Larson. We were there, watched your performance. You really knocked it out of the park. Do you have a couple moments where you can sit down with CNN and say, hey, answer the question, has Bob Larson changed your life?
Do you think you'll be able to get rid of the demons that you believe are inside your body?
I'm not sure if more are left, but time will show.
This guy right here, this guy right here, does he sound like he's smart enough to pull this off? Listen to that voice. Is that a guy who's fucking putting one over on the planet? Really? Or is this the grandest theater kid of all theater kids selling the devil on CNN? Well, look at the fucking redundant there thing. The redundant thing that is.
And if there are, we will pluck them one by one.
But with all due respect, some of what we just watched seemed like a very disturbing nightclub act. What's your response to that?
It isn't. It's real.
Of course it is.
There would be no need to,
says the guy making the money,
stage this for any reason.
Sure, why not?
Why would anybody do that?
Why would you say you didn't do it?
Bob Larson says he has done more than 20,000 exorcisms, and he's certain there will never be any shortage of the devil's demons.
Yes.
Strike him again in judgment.
Gary Tuckman, CNN, Scottsdale, Arizona.
Gary Tuckman making it happen. That's impressive. You know, when you think about it, hey, he went in, the guy went to fucking, he went to Arizona, he found Bob Larson, he said, hey, get some fucking wackos on the fucking Skype and let's fucking videotape this, all right? Look, you got some home video? All right, well, we'll use some of your home video mixed with what we shoot. It'll be an accurate portrayal versus your bullshit and our version of your bullshit, which will leave it up to the viewer. Is this real or not? And I guess that's why, why I like this, because you're not watching this. You're just listening to it. So you got to hear the truth in those people making the fucking Morbid Angel background voice, all right? So is there something going on there? Do those people need a priest, or they need a psychiatrist, or do they need medication? Or do they just need a vacation? I guess that's the point, is that whatever you say your life is what you make your life based on your decisions and how you look at shit. I look at my life, it's a fucking vacation. I've been on vacation for fucking decades now, and it's the greatest decision I've ever made, all right? You want to sit in a cubicle? I've done it, all right? But you don't have to. You don't fucking have to. You can get out there and say, look, I'm going to find something that I want to do with my free time, and there it is. Next thing you know, it's the best day of your life. Every day you're waking up, you're braving some icy steps, you're waiting for the fucking cable guy. I'm going to be at iFly tonight. I'm going up to iFly. The Tim and the guys at iFly were at Punch last night. They gave me the invitation to go to iFly. I'm going to be, you ever watch those skydiver dudes that are in the tube? I'm going to be on doing that thing, all right? I'm going to be coming back on the next episode of either Carpad Diem. You know what? I can guarantee this experience is going to be so fucking out there that I'll probably be talking about it on a bunch of shows coming up. So look, in the end, I didn't know that was my life was going to go from the cubicle to fucking indoor skydiving, but it's fucking possible. And if you're looking to fucking make that break, then go make the break. All right. Perform an exorcism on your own life. Rid yourself of the demons of the job you hate, of the relationship you don't want to be in, and the way you look and not feeling good about it. Turn it all fucking around and turn it around right now. Hold out your diamond crystals. Pray to a sun god. Ingest whatever you need to ingest to get your mind state to say, fuck yeah. The fuck yeah machine is on. Fast forward. And whatever you decide, whatever you create in your mind is what you create in your reality. And you just got to follow through. And the next thing you know, you're fucking skydiving. As long as you make it down the icy steps. And in the end, life is just a series of icy steps. Sometimes you're sliding down it. Sometimes you're jumping floor to floor. Sometimes you're sure-footed and sometimes you slip. But as long as you stay on that path and you don't let the devil drag you down, and you can Skype John Tole, whatever my fucking Skype logins are. As soon as I teach my mom how to do this, and I guess I'll teach myself how to do this, and then we'll get some cameras. And I know I've been fucking promising cameras, but we're going to get cameras inside the 4256 production studio. And we're going to be streaming to you with our fat fucking smiling faces, whether it's me, whether if it's Paulie Hendricks. We're going to have Beto on the show. We're going to have Charlie Hodge on the show. We're going to have Matt Bearden come on down. We're going to have a lot of folks running through the studio, chopping it up. And you know what? Thanks for listening. This is Cartpath Diem, available only at charliehotshow.com or head over to johntoll.com. Thank you to Amazon. Thank you to stamps.com. I'm out of here.